Good morning, students. Today we have to talk about two very important terms, rest and motion. We know that every object in this universe is in motion because our Earth is continuously moving around the sun. So we will say that everything is in the state of motion. But in physics, for calculation purpose, we need to define these terms, rest and motion. So for this, first of all, I will talk about one term that is called as the position. So for this, I'm taking one example. Let us say that I'm keeping this eraser here. So now the position of this eraser will be discussed in terms of its surroundings. So now the surroundings of this eraser are the distances from its neighborhood. So for the time being, I'm saying that its neighborhood is this board on which this eraser is lying. So I will say that its distance from, I'm now saying that from this one corner, its distance is this, from this corner, its distance is this, from other corner, this is its distance, and from this corner, its distance. So this will be called as its position with respect to its immediate surroundings. Why I'm talking about this is because I have to define rest. So now rest and motion both are relative terms. Why I am saying relative will be clear within a few minutes. So first of all, I will talk about rest. So a body will be said to be at rest when it is not changing its position with respect to its surrounding. So I will say that this eraser is at rest because with the passage of time, its position with respect to the surroundings is not changing. Then if I am moving this from one position to another, then we can very easily observe that the position of this eraser when it was here, its distance from this corner was something, and when it is at this position, then its distance from this is changed. So now since its position means its distances from its immediate surroundings is continuously changing, so we will say that in this time, during this time, this eraser is in motion. Now why I said these rest and motion are relative terms, because now look at this motion. If I am moving this cardboard somewhere like this, then what about rest and motion? Then I will say that this board is in motion. This board is in motion because now its surroundings will be changed. Its surroundings may be the position, maybe the table on which this cardboard is lying, or my immediate surrounding. I'm sitting on a chair, so I will say that it's, so now this is in motion. So this board is in motion. So for me, this eraser is also moving along with the board. So for me, this is in motion, means cardboard is in motion and eraser is also in motion. But during this motion, look at the surroundings of this eraser. I said the surroundings of this eraser are these corners. Then with respect to these corners, the position of this eraser is always fixed. So now I will say that this eraser is in motion with respect to me or my surroundings, but this is in rest according to its immediate surroundings. So that's why I said that rest and motion are relative terms. Means if something is at rest with respect to me, it may be in motion with respect to some other observer. So therefore, now we will define this. So for defining rest and motion, we need to understand its position. Then we need to understand the surroundings. And one more thing I will talk about is the object. So for this, we will be talking about only point objects. Point objects are those for which a small change in distance will be very large compared to the size of the body. So for this motion, this size of this eraser can be taken as very small. So we will talk about the motion of very small objects, or we will say that of point objects. Now, so rest, a body is said to be at rest. Body is said to be at rest if it does not change its position with respect to surroundings. Whereas body will be said to be in motion if body changes its position with respect to surroundings.